Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today's been day 45 of the 75 hard challenge for this year's winter arc. So, being a pretty productive day, started off with the usual morning routine, absolutely loving it. So, woke up, immediately knocked out the manifestation, meditation, and prayer. Followed that up with our usual morning reading. Really good messages this morning on different types of energy and different levels of that, how it controls you, and how you can actually utilize that to have better productivity, that kind of stuff. So, really, really solid. So, definitely enjoying that book so far. Carrying on in the morning, we followed up with our usual weigh-in, supplements, and then the morning cardio. Weight right now is at a bit of a plateau, but based on math, body fat percentage is going down slightly. So we are building a bit of muscle, even though it's staying the same weight. So enjoying that kind of. It's a little bit weird to see, but we're sticking it out and looking for it to keep dropping a little bit more in the next few days. If it doesn't, we're just going to have to increase cardio because we're in a decent calorie deficit already. So we'll just play it out, see how it goes. But did the usual cardio, also knocked out our 30 minutes education with that. And again, today was a lot more of the lifestyle and kind of advice from people who are at that higher level and just proving that you can reach such a level where life doesn't feel real. Like you're just honestly playing in an Unreal game, something like that. That's the best way of putting it, honestly, because it doesn't seem real that you can go and live the kind of life that some people are living, honestly. But if people have done it, it's not unrealistic to say that you can achieve it. It just takes the same amount of work ethic, and tenacity to be able to achieve it. So it's honestly incredible being able to see that and know that I'm going to be able to achieve that soon. But yeah. So follow that up with a usual very nice healthy breakfast, lots of protein. And as always, having eggs for breakfast. You guys need to hop on that if you aren't already. Eggs is one of the best sources of protein for first thing in the morning. So hop on that if you guys aren't already. So following that up, today was a lot more of just working outside, helping out the family. I spent about 2 hours putting up Christmas lights and doing some decorating, just helping the family out, and then just prepping for the winter season. So really nice in that aspect. Did some prep and laundry work, did some prep for cadets tomorrow. Got to do a little bit of lesson plans. I don't think I'm going to touch that tonight because it's getting pretty late. I'll do that probably first thing in the morning tomorrow. Knock that out during the day. And then, yeah, just make sure stuff's ready to go. But yeah, helped make supper later on in the evening and then helped build a fire for the family. That was nice. Haven't had a fire in a little while, so really enjoying that. And it's kind of calming being able to have a fire. So just little things that you can enjoy, make your stuff better. And another thing that was brought up in the video today that I was watching, if you want some distinct way to change up your way of thinking or productivity, if you have the means, change up your environment or something in your routine so you have some sort of shift, something different. Because if you're in the same constant routine and everything's just going absolutely slow, boring, you hate it all, progress doesn't seem like it's there, you got to switch something up to try and see that. So whether that's just trying something new, going out and doing different things, picking a different gym, whatever it may be, do something to switch up that routine and start helping you be more productive in that sense. So just something for you guys to think about. Yeah, and then rest of the evening, I did a bit of hot and cold therapy. So really nice hot, almost sauna level bath. And then followed that up with an ice bath. And it's kind of ridiculous. I haven't had an ice bath in probably 8 months. And it did not affect me one bit today. Like, I literally sat there with the water moving. Normally, I hop in and body's instantly freezing. But sat there for probably 15 minutes today. No problem. So I don't know if that's because I'm just a little bit of a higher body fat percentage than before, something like that, or just different levels of pain tolerance or something. I don't know. I'm just enjoying it, being able to figure it out. And then honestly, it's been really nice for recovery. So I think I'm going to hop back on that. Really enjoying that. And then after that, we chilled out for a little bit, did a little bit more cleaning, and then came downstairs, knocked out a really solid half an hour leg workout. And then right now, because those baby weights over there, the like 25, 27 pounds, that's all I have to work with while I'm at home. I've been doing a lot more of different supersets and stuff, being able to knock it out. So using the bench right now, I've been doing a lot of jumping Bulgarian split squats, superset with RDL, superset with some sort of squat or goblet squat variation. And just trying to go really high hypertrophy level reps on that, but being explosive with it as well, so improving the athleticism, that kind of thing. So definitely going to start trying to post some more videos in future, taking you guys through my workouts, different things I do. And then I've also been focusing on a couple of different exercises for more so injury prevention, and then also working on athleticism. So explosiveness, tendon elasticity and responsiveness, and then overall vert improvement. So really looking at that, and honestly, I've been seeing decent improvements in vert already just over the past couple of months messing around with this since I got back from camp. So I've gone from last year at the end of the year being around 205 pounds and barely being able to graze 10 feet. And then height hasn't changed, so I know that's not a factor. I'm now able to grab it nicely. So at least when I'm recovered decently after the session like this, I find it a little bit unlikely that I would be able to, but past few times I've been able to, it's been really, really nice. So definitely working on that. And then hopefully, I'm going to put this out there by the end of the year. Well, maybe not this year, but within, I'll say by the end of the school year this year. So by June upcoming, I should be able to dunk. That's a goal I have set for myself now. So it's something I've wanted to do for a while. And honestly, I think it's a matter of a couple of things. I don't think it's lacking so much in the strength side of things, more so just being at too high of a weight or a body fat percentage. So I think if I keep dropping that body fat percentage down, it'll be a lot nicer and I'll be able to actually put one down on a proper regulation rim. Though 9-foot ones are actually becoming a little bit easier now. I've been able to hit quite a few of those off one leg, so it's been really nice. And then just something for you guys to think about. I spend a lot of time lifting in that, but also do sports, do all sorts of different things. Don't be so insanely good at one thing unless that's all you're crazy passionate about. Like if you are insanely good at one thing and that's all you want to focus on, like you want to go pro and be the best in the world at it, go for it, do it. Live that dream out. Once you've completed it or reached the level you want to, then start messing with other stuff. But if you don't have one very clear thing that is there that you need to become the best in the world at, I think quite honestly, you are far better off picking one or two things to be very good at and then being good at a lot of other things along the way as well. Now, some of you guys might be going, oh, but that's a waste of time. If I want to go and do this super, super fast and get really good at this thing, then why would I waste my time on any of the other things, right? Like, I hear you. Quite honestly, I do. But I need you to put into perspective that, say, for example, you want to become a chef. Okay, good. You learn all the skills, you take all the time going to culinary school, you work in the best restaurants, you spend 20 years of your life being a chef. Good. Okay. And then once you reach a certain level, you can't grow anymore. You're sitting there as a chef, and eventually you get bored just doing the same things every day, making the same kind of meals. Now, if you're extremely passionate about it, like I said, again, if this is your one thing, go for it, live that. But if that is not the one thing, like if, quite honestly, if that's one of the things you want to learn, good, do it along the way, but also build in some other stuff along the side. So I think the best way, now keep in mind, I'm talking broad scale. If you want to talk short periods of focus, like between 3 to 6, maybe even 9 months to a year, if you want to talk short ranges like that, locking in on certain things to become really good at it, for example, building your business, your fitness, mental health, stuff like that, shorter periods, focusing on one thing. Absolutely, go for it in that sense. But I'm talking broad scale over the span of your life. You are far better off becoming really good at, say, for example, a bunch of different sports, like be good at basketball, downhill skiing, try out a few different sports that tie in different concepts of athleticism, different things like that. Start playing a couple of instruments, do things to get your creative mind flowing, learn how to draw, learn how to speak in different ways. Start challenging yourself to do all sorts of other things. Start doing different kinds of mind puzzles, stuff like that. Whatever it may be, get a bunch of different things to be good at, and ultimately it will make you a better man or woman for whoever's watching this, okay? Keep that in mind, because if I'm going to be brutally honest with you, look at this from a dating perspective, because I'm assuming that majority of my audience, you're going to be a little bit younger or unlikely that you're old enough to be married yet, right? So if you're out there looking for a partner, do you want to go for the one person who invests all of their time into one thing? That's all they focus on. That's all they're good at. Anything else in life, they are below average, right? Like they can't even do basic things in other aspects. Say, for example, they are one of the best violinists in the country. Okay? That's what they can do. They're fantastic at it. But when it comes to cooking, any kind of sports, any kind of wanting to speak or actually lead, any kind of skill in that other sense, they're pretty much useless, right? So I want you to think Not only if you're like this, but if people around you are like this. Realistically, and be honest with yourself here, you're not going to want to spend that much time around them because it'll get pretty boring. That's the only thing they're good at. That's all you'll get fed up with because you'll see it so much. I don't think you can enjoy yourself and your own company that much being in a relationship with someone who is that focused. If you're in a relationship, you're looking for some kind of value in it as well, right? And I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys here. If you say you're going into a relationship just to help another person and you're not seeking any value, that is not a relationship you want to be in. If you want the best kind of relationship, start going for one where both of you guys, not necessarily same interests or same micro scale goals, but broad scale, you guys should be similar interests, similar goal path, so that way you can provide value to each other from different points and actually help each other grow. That is the best kind of relationship to be in. And this goes back to my point. If you guys are each good at different things, say for example, one person is a crazy athlete, they know this instrument, and they're good at leadership in this sense, say for example, that's the guy in the relationship, and the girl in the relationship, now don't go crazy on me, I'm not being sexist here, but say for example, the girl actually knows how to cook, she knows how to raise a family, has more traditional values, that kind of thing, and they work together, but they also have fitness-oriented goals and future wealth-oriented goals. They will pair together in a way that will allow them to both not only grow in their health, fitness mindset, but also future-wise, right? Now, I want you guys to keep this in mind. I'm not saying that's the perfect layout for a relationship. It might not be for you. It might not be for a lot of people. Whatever it is for you, you need to find what works for you. And I guarantee you, being better over the broad scale of things will get you there. It'll get you more opportunities, and if nothing else, it gives you multiple things to actually enjoy yourself doing when you get tired of doing the same thing over and over again, right? So, I think that's been pretty good advice for the day. I think I'm going to call the video there. It's getting fairly late. It's 11:30 now. So, as always, subscribe if you guys are enjoying the content. Comment down below what you guys want to see in future videos, or maybe something you want to hear my point of view on, advice on, different things like that. Like the video. Share it with someone who you think needs to see the advice in this. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.